Hey, wonderful people. Get ready to be swept off your feet as we embark on a thrilling journey through captivating stories on our channel. From a diverse range of genres, we're here to ignite your imagination and keep you hooked. So what are you waiting for? Do like, share, subscribe. Now let's get started with our story.
The wind howled outside, the trees casting eerie shadows against the pale moonlight. John sat alone in his dimly lit living room, trying to read a book, but his mind was distracted by the strange occurrences that had been happening in his house. Every night, as the clock struck midnight, he began to hear faint echoes, whispers that seemed to come from nowhere. At first, he dismissed them as figments of his imagination, but the echoes grew more persistent, more sinister. He began to feel a chilling presence, a malevolent force that seemed to watch him, even when he was alone. Objects would move on their own, and sometimes he'd catch glimpses of a shadowy figure out of the corner of his eye. One night, unable to ignore the eerie sounds any longer, John decided to investigate. Armed with a flashlight, he explored every nook and cranny of the house, but he found nothing. He was on the verge of giving up when he heard it. The whispers clearer this time, as if they were trying to communicate. "Leave," the voices seemed to say, a haunting chorus that sent shivers down his spine. "Who are you? What do you want?" John demanded, his voice quivering with fear. The room suddenly plunged into darkness, the flashlight flickering out. Panic surged through him as the shadow seemed to close in. Just as he was about to succumb to the suffocating terror, the lights came back on, revealing the room as it was before. But something had changed. The air was thick with an oppressive aura. Weeks passed, and the paranormal events escalated. Doors slammed shut on their own, whispers turned into guttural growls, and the temperature in the house dropped to bone-chilling levels. John couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. He was a prisoner in his own home, tormented by an entity he couldn't see but could feel with every fiber of his being. Desperate for answers, he turned to a local paranormal investigator, a woman named Emily. She listened to his harrowing tale and decided to spend the night in the house to witness the phenomena firsthand. As the night descended, Emily set up her equipment, determined to uncover the truth. She felt the weight of the house, the suffocating aura that seemed to cling to every corner. Midnight came, and the echoes began anew. Emily's heart raced, but she refused to give in to fear.
Before we proceed, I invite you to subscribe to our channel to enjoy an ongoing stream of captivating stories. Don't miss out. Activate the notification bell icon to be the first to experience these extraordinary tales as soon as they are released. Now jumping back to our story.
Hours passed, and just as she was about to lose hope, Emily noticed a pattern in the echoes, a rhythmic pulse like a heartbeat. She realized that the entity, whatever it was trapped, unable to move on. It was trying to communicate, to reach out from the other side. Summoning all her courage, Emily spoke aloud, addressing the entity. "We understand you're trapped here. We want to help you. What do you need to find peace?" The whispers grew louder, more coherent this time. Release. Trapped. Revenge. It became clear to Emily that this entity was bound by unresolved anger, seeking revenge for something that had happened in the past. With the information she'd gathered, she delved into historical records, discovering a tragic tale of betrayal and revenge linked to the property. Armed with this knowledge, Emily performed a cleansing ritual, helping the entity find closure. As she finished the ritual, the echoes subsided, the oppressive aura lifted, and the room felt lighter. Days later, John noticed a profound change in his house. The eerie sounds were gone, the shadows no longer seemed threatening, and the feeling of being watched had vanished. He could finally sleep in peace. Emily shared the story of the entity's release, and the local community acknowledged her as a savior of sorts. John, forever grateful, felt a weight lifted off his shoulders. He knew that the horrors he had faced were finally over, and he could rebuild his life, no longer plagued by the echoes of the past. Closure had come at a price, but it was a small price to pay for the relief and peace that now filled his once haunted home.
And just like that, we've wrapped up the epic tale. If you had a blast with our story, remember to hit that like button, share it with your pals, and smash that subscribe for more awesome stuff. Catch you all real soon.